crazy Spider-Man news out there, guys. Like, literally insane news. Yes, we know who is playing Knull, and it's awesome, and I want to talk about that. But there's even more stuff out there. Like, Andrew Garfield has 2 more Spider-Man movies. He just talked to Esquire about it, and the leakers are saying he's doing 2 more movies. Spider-Man 4 might literally be called King in Black. What the hell is going on over there at Sony? In this video, we're breaking down all the news that is out there. You're going to be caught up on everything after you watch this one. And let's begin with the stuff about Knull the Symbiote God. Now, look, Knull the Symbiote God is obviously in Venom the Last Dance, big part of the second or final trailer. That's a whole thing. We've been talking about it on videos and streams. It's crazy. Knull is a really important character in Marvel Comics, a big freaking deal for Sony to bring him in to the Venom movie. There are also questions like, why do this in the last movie of a trilogy? Tom Hardy's saying he's done, so why do Knull now? And we just got an epic update in this series of news and questions and confusion about Knull, and that would be insiders confirming who will be playing the character. And it's going to be Andy Serkis! Sorry, it's gonna be Andy Serkis. I like Andy Serkis, man. I think it's a good pick. This is so much better than the other names that were being tossed around and teased by insiders. It kind of seemed like they knew who was playing Knull for a couple of days, maybe even a week or more, but they weren't able to say. Or maybe they were all hearing different things they were trying to confirm, but they were teasing some crazy shit. So like Topher Grace was being teased, Keanu Reeves was being teased, and look, I like Topher Grace and I like Keanu Reeves, but they are not right for Knull. Keanu, it doesn't have the voice for it. You know, he can't be like sinister like that. And then Norman Reedus was in the mix too. Like a lot of people were saying it was going to be Norman Reedus. I never believed that, by the way. I think Norman Reedus, if anything, would do like Ghost Rider, but I don't even know at this point if he's going to be in the MCU. But regardless of all of that, holy shit, is it a relief that it is Andy Serkis and none of those other gentlemen, because casting is really important for a big Marvel character like this. And Andy Serkis is perfect, man. I mean, look, remember Snoke? I mean, yes, that character sucked and that trilogy was awful and Star Wars is pretty much in the gutter now. But Snoke himself was cool pretty much only because of Andy Serkis' performance. I mean, it damn sure wasn't the writing around the character. It was the performance, and mostly that sinister voice.
Look at you. The deed split your spirit to the bone. You were unbalanced, bested by a girl who had never held a lightsaber.
Oh my God, the guy that did that voice is now going to do Knull the Symbiote God, and of course, he's a friggin' master of performance capture, right? So they're going to do CGI. They're probably going to do mocap for Knull the Symbiote God. And friggin' Andy Serkis is the OG of that. You know, winning Academy Awards for being Smeagol in the Lord of the Rings series. So I just think it's great. I think Andy Serkis has the chops. Not only that, he's in the Marvel family. He was Claw in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but he also directed Venom Let There Be Carnage. He knows Tom Hardy. He's worked in this team. The man literally directed the second Venom movie. So it's a good pick, and I'm excited about that. But the report from Daniel also talks about how it's not going to be a one and done for Knull. That Knull will have multiple appearances in what Daniel describes as Sony Marvel movies. Okay, so that is pretty epic. What the hell? Sony Marvel movies? That implies maybe a Spider-Man 4. That implies maybe other Sony Marvel movies and Knull the Symbiote God being around for some time. But with this news also comes like a big warning. So I want to warn people that I don't think you're going to get a lot of screen time with Knull in Venom Let There Be Carnage. And in fact, Insider My Time to Shine Hello was literally talking about this the other day as well. It feels like what they're going to do with Knull the Symbiote God is set him up as like a background threat in Venom 3. Like, you'll see him, he is responsible for sending all of the creatures to Earth, but I don't think Knull's gonna like show up on Earth and actually fight Eddie Brock. However, there continue to be massive rumors that Spider-Man 4 will actually have Knull the Symbiote God as a villain. Now, there was something that Tom Hardy said that kind of threw a lot of people off, where he said he was done with the Venom character after Venom Let Their Dance Be Dancing, the third one. But almost immediately, other insiders and scoopers like Alex Perez threw cold water on that, saying that they think Tom Hardy as Venom will show up in other projects. This is just very likely the last solo Venom movie for him. And the implication here is that Tom Hardy will be in Spider-Man 4. This is something that continues to be teased by a lot of different insiders. And then literally just this morning, as I'm sitting down to record this video, Cryptic HD comes out and says that he has heard that Spider-Man 4's title might literally be called King in Black. And oh my God, if it's King in Black, it's Knull. Like 100% confirmed that King in Black was a big epic story that saw Eddie Brock as Venom fighting against Knull the Symbiote God. It saw Knull the Symbiote God coming to Earth, surrounding Earth in a big symbiote, having dragons and other creatures pop up, and he whooped all the Avengers' asses. King in Black is a dope story. And I just want to add into the mix here that Alex Perez and Cryptic HD keep kind of like tweeting at each other and teasing stuff on Twitter. I've brought this up before. I feel kind of silly, right? With these two guys just kind of hinting at stuff, and it's like, what does it mean? But at the same time, them playing around and hinting at stuff usually leads to them then confirming something big about Venom, Spider-Man, or some other story. So like, damn. And they have been teasing Andrew freaking Garfield possibly being in Spider-Man 4, okay? So they're talking about how Andrew Garfield badly wanted to fight against an alien in Spider-Man No Way Home. I don't know if you remember it. Here's the clip.
I fought an alien made out of black goo once.
Oh, no way. I fought an alien too, on Earth and in space.
Oh.
Yeah, he was purple.
I want to fight an alien.
And they are implying that Andrew Garfield might get his wish in Spider-Man 4, which would be King in Black. And they were kind of teasing that instead of it being Venom that Andrew Garfield Spider-Man fights against, it will be Knull. So, in the past couple of weeks, we have got this big tease of Knull, the tease that Knull will be the villain of Spider-Man 4. We have had it basically confirmed that Spider-Man 4 is going to take place in 2026 between Doomsday and Secret Wars, so it's like a battle world movie. We now believe that friggin' Andy Serkis is going to be playing Knull, and he's going to be in Spider-Man 4. Eddie Brock's Venom will be in Spider-Man 4, and quite possibly Andrew Garfield will also be in Spider-Man 4. But here's the thing, guys. I believe this news is even crazier than all of that, because a lot of questions are surrounding what's going on with Spider-Man 4 and Secret Wars. For me, I can't quite make sense of how Knull would be just the villain of Spider-Man 4, even if it's a battle world movie, and then we pivot into Doctor Doom for Secret Wars, right? Like, won't that be too crazy for Spider-Man? And then also, what is Sony and Marvel planning? Are they really going to just have Knull be defeated in Spider-Man 4 and then not be a part of Secret Wars, and then that's it for the character? I don't think so. And I'd like to remind you all that there was a report by Daniel earlier this year where he said that Sony actually had plans for the multiverse beyond Secret Wars, and so therefore they are not eliminating the multiverse the way Marvel wanted to do. So I'm kind of combining a couple of different rumors here, but Daniel did say that Sony has plans for the multiverse beyond Secret Wars and beyond what they're doing with Marvel, right? But there are other connected reports that suggested that what Kevin Feige wanted was a streamlined MCU which included Sony's movies, right? He basically wanted to have Eddie Brock Venom, maybe Tom Holland as Eddie Brock Venom, and all the Sony movies just exist in the MCU. I think what Kevin is going for with the soft reboot is just one Marvel universe that has Spider-Man, X-Men, Fantastic Four, like the way it should have been had Marvel not sold any of the licenses to their characters in the 90s. Like, I remember reports years ago where Paul from Heavy Spoilers had said that he heard that there was a plan for the streamlined universe to maybe have Tom Hardy's Venom in the MCU after Secret Wars. So I believe that report, and I believe that was an idea that was on the table. But think about this, guys. We just got told that Sony and Marvel had renegotiated a deal to have more of Tom Holland in other MCU movies. He's doing 2 more movies in his actual series of films, and Secret Wars, and Doomsday, and Spider-Man 4. So essentially there's one mystery Marvel movie that Tom Holland will have on contract, and he will do Spider-Man 5 and Spider-Man 6. And then if you combine that with Daniel saying that you're going to get multiple Sony Marvel movies with Knull the Symbiote God, it kind of makes sense that this is going to go past Spider-Man 4. And think about it this way. If Andrew Garfield is coming back for multiple movies, that means Spider-Man 4 and something else. Now, that could be Secret Wars for Andrew Garfield, but My Time to Shine said Andrew Garfield's coming back for at least 2 projects. So this could go well past Secret Wars. So what they might be doing with Knull the Symbiote God is having him play a big role in the multiversal story, in the Secret Wars story. Then after Secret Wars, Knull will still exist in some form out there in the multiverse, and that will still allow him to be a big villain for everything that Sony wants to do with the Spider Boys. Maybe Andrew, maybe Tom, maybe this new Spider-Man that they are introducing in the Venom movie, if that is still a thing. But I mean, this is a lot of freaking crazy news. I'm still kind of confused about some of it. I'm like weirded out about how fast they're doing Knull, and then of course for Knull to be a Spider-Man 4 villain, maybe including multiversal elements, and then for us to just go to Secret Wars is gonna feel a little weird. Like, damn, dude, the multiverse is really going through it. And then it will also feel weird if Knull persists as a villain after Secret Wars. I don't know. I'm trying to make sense of it, but there's stuff I like here, man. Like, dude, Andy Serkis, incredible pick. Oh my God. The fact that King in Black might be adapted for Spider-Man 4, I like it. I think that's cool. And I guess the big question is, does this make people more excited to watch Spider-Man 4 with Tom Holland? Does this make people more excited to watch Venom the Last Dance, which comes out later this month? Let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. And as I always say, I hope you are having an awesome and a nerdy day, and I'll see you in the next video.